Happy Monday, everybody. Hope all is well with you and yours. Hope you had a great weekend. Thanks for stopping by. Also, check out my YouTube music channel. I'm Jamie Totten, and this is Here's the Thing. Today, a little NFL, a little NBA, and a little politics. Okay, the NFL. The Browns, they did not lose yesterday because they did not play. Not even they can find a way to lose on a bye week. Not even they can find a way to lose on a bye week. So, okay, so the Commanders and the Steelers. The Commanders lost to the Steelers in what seemed like an away game for them, although they were in Washington at FedEx Field. The Steelers' terrible towns were all over the stadium. It was a really good game, though, all the way down to the wire. The Steelers' defense stepped up. They held on to win 28-27. Jaden Daniels had a rough outing, completing only 50% of his passes, 17 of 34 for 202 yards, no touchdowns, and no interceptions. His leading receiver was Terry McLaurin. He was a bright spot. He had 5 catches for 113 yards. Russell Wilson was 14 of 28 for 195 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. So Russell didn't have a great passing game either, completing only 50% of his passes. His leading receiver was Pickens, who had 5 catches for 91 yards and 1 touchdown. The Steelers are 7-2 and will take on the Ravens in the Steel City Sunday. The Commanders will travel to Philly to take on the Eagles, who are on top in the NFC East. They're 7-2, and the Commanders are 7-3. So that should be a good game. And that should be a really good game. So, I will be checking that one out. It's going to be a short week for the Commanders because they will be out there on Thursday night. So, good game it should be, and good luck to both teams. Okay, the NBA. LeBron James is a month or so away from turning 40. In the last 3 games, he's had a 39-point game and back-to-back triple-doubles at damn near 40. Let that sink in. Last night I watched him orchestrate a game as if he was orchestrating a symphony. The game was very smooth with that guy. His game was very smooth last night. The stat line was 19 points, 10 rebounds, 16 assists. And some of those assists were outstanding passes. Dimes, passes you would have to marvel at. I mean, the guy's 40. They beat the Raptors last night 123-103. So, GOAT? I would think so. I would say so. I've been saying so. Because the GOAT combo was over with me after that comeback championship against Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. You know, they were down 3-1 against Golden State, down 3-1. And during that year, Golden State had won more games than any other team in the history of the NBA in a season. James came back on them after being down 3-1. and won the finals, won the championship. So that comeback pretty much cemented the GOAT conversation for me in James' favor. So, so the only thing I can tell y'all is put that hate aside and just watch the greatness of LeBron James, the GOAT. When it's all said and done, there's no other term that you could call him. You got to call him GOAT. Greatest of all time. Way to go, LeBron James. Okay. Let's talk a little politics. Where do we go from here? First, we need to understand who and what demographic of people put us in this position, put us in this situation. The people who thought that this racist, bigoted, lying, cheating, etc., etc., etc. person was a good pick for president. Who thought that? We need to know who we can trust to be on the side of right. Obviously, some folks can't be trusted. These folks will laugh and smile in your face and vote for a convict. A convicted felon can't even get a job at a fast food restaurant. But this guy can be the president. This guy can be the president with 34 felonies, a convicted rapist. There are a lot of people we're going to have to look at sideways, from now on. We're going to have to check the invite list, too, for the cookouts and all our get-togethers, because I don't care if you're family or friend. If you voted for Trump, you're not invited. I don't care if you're black, white, or indifferent. It doesn't matter. We don't want or need your company. So all my black brothers and sisters, though, let me say this. We did do our part. We voted overwhelmingly for vice president Harris. So we did our part. We've been doing our part to keep this democracy strong for as long as I've lived. But now it's out of our hands. We're going to see how the people who voted overwhelmingly for Trump is going to handle this situation. White women, when your daughters are left to die in a hospital because of abortion laws, that's on you. Latinos, when they come and round you up and round your family up and ship y'all out of here and put you in concentration camps, that's on you. When y'all farmers who voted for Trump see your crops and fruit dying on the vine, that's on you. And when those terrorists start kicking y'all asses, that's on you. That's on you. So black people are saying, y'all turn y'all backs on us. So, we're going to do what we have to do. But don't expect a whole lot from black people, as far as all the marching and stuff. I don't know if you can look for us to be out there marching with y'all, because we did that before. We marched and marched and marched and marched when this guy was first in office. We was out there marching with you all. But now, black people feel like with all the harassment from the police. You all voted for a guy who wants to give the police total immunity so they can just continue to beat the hell out of black people and minorities. So we don't think that y'all have our back. So y'all got us into this stuff. So let's see what y'all gonna do when this maniac has his way with y'all. And like I said, we as black people, we don't run from fights. We've been fighting in this country all our lives for rights and just not to be discriminated against. All of that type of thing, when you voted for Trump, you took away the women's rights when you voted for Trump. And you're giving the police full immunity, as I said, to beat down the people that they don't like. So we've been in rough situations before as black people. We have always felt like we've been under siege. And, like when we go into high-end stores, I went into a high-end store. People just followed me from the time I walked through the door. So that type of thing. It's going to be happening even more. So we have to, this time, we have to surely look out for ourselves in the black community. We will surely help out those that we can help, regardless of your color, your race, regardless of anything like that. If we can help, we're gonna help. But this one, white people, Latino people, don't look for but too much help from us. You know what I'm saying? Don't expect a whole lot of marching and for women's rights and all this type of stuff, because white women, y'all sold your own people out. You sold out your daughters. So, hey. But again, here's the thing. We got to keep our eyes open. We got to watch where we spend our money at. We have got to look out for our children. We got to keep them safe, because this country is not trying to keep our children safe. They're talking about putting a maniac in charge of health and human services. Robert F. Kennedy, they got Elon Musk about to run some things. So we're going to have to buckle down and deal with a lot coming our way. So like I said, keep your ears open, keep your eyes open, keep your mind open. And let's not get bogged down with grievance and stuff like that. Let's not be overwhelmed. Let's not get overwhelmed. So we've been here before. This is a different story, though. You really got to watch out what's going on. So, anyway, once again, thanks so much for stopping by. And enjoy the rest of your day. And I will be talking to you. Peace.